Hello and welcome to Breathing Design. In this video, let's quickly learn how to create section and section perspectives in Revit. So the first thing we'll be learning is how to create sections. Uh, so this is basically a floor plan. It's a multi-story building and we have a lot of levels. So for the section, I'll just be starting with level 1. So for that, to create sections, you have to go to this tab, which is right on top next to 3D view. We have this called section. So once you click on it, all you have to do is just draw a line wherever you want the section to be cut, and this is what it looks like. Okay. So in this basically is the section head. Okay, and this is the section tail. And these dotted lines that you can see is the extent, like how far you want the section to be. You can set the extent using these arrows. You can drag them and set them to wherever you want it. Okay, and this double arrow is to flip the section to whichever direction you want it in. If you want it in this direction, you can flip it, or if you want it in the opposite direction, you just have to click on it and you'll be able to flip it. Okay, so I want it in this direction. So if you want to see what this section looks like, all you have to do is double click on this arrowhead. Once you do that, this is what your section will look like. Let's go to shaded view. Okay, so as you can see, the section is incomplete as everything is not visible. There are certain things that are missing. So for that, we'll have to set the extents properly. Okay, so for that, go back to your level and make sure the extents, they pass through the entire building. If you want a section of the entire building like this, make sure it passes through the entire wall and it's not cut somewhere in between like this. Make sure the entire thing is passing through. Similarly, make sure even the extents on the side is also passing through and they're not inside these walls. Make sure everything is covered. Okay, so once you've done that, if you go back to the section, this is what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, again here the railings are cut a little bit. So for that, just move the sections like this. You can also move the extents in the section as well with the help of this boundary line that we have. All right. So once we've done that, if you want to like remove a certain things, certain elements that are visible here, like for example in my section, the floor plans are visible as you can see in between the grid lines. So for that, all you have to do is go to properties, under visibility graphic settings, go to imported categories and uncheck. As you can see, there is a plan imported here. So uncheck and press on OK. So that way, anything that is imported, any plan that is imported on any level will automatically be hidden. Okay, it won't be deleted, but it will be hidden from this section. Similarly, if you want to hide a few things, say for example, you don't want the railings to be seen or the staircase to be seen. So if that is the case, then again go to visibility graphics, and here you have all of the categories, all of the model categories. If you have incorporated electrical and plumbing models as well in your building, so you can quickly go ahead and hide those things here. So if you just uncheck and press on apply, those elements will be gone. Okay, so that is how you set your sections. All right. Similarly, you can create another section. So in a drawing, you can create as many sections as you want. Now, for example, now we have taken a horizontal one in this direction. Now let's take one section in this direction as well. So again, go to sections and just draw a line wherever you want it to be. And I don't want the entire building. I'll just take it till this staircase. Okay, and make sure the ends are correct. So again, double click on this and you will be able to see the section. Alright, so this is what it looks like. If you don't want these elements like the gate or the wall or anything like that, you can always hide these things. And this section is basically this one that we had created. It is visible in this section as well. So just right click on this, hide in view elements, and it will be hidden. That is another way to hide things. Okay, and similarly, if you want to take a section of just the staircase, so for that, go to section and just place this section right in the middle. And make sure your extents are precise. Just move this a little bit. Now go to this section. So there are walls over here. So just select all of those walls and hide those. Okay. And now you can clearly see the flight of the staircase, and you can also hide these sections that you don't want it to be seen. And as you can see, these levels are overlapping with the drawing. So just select one of these and drag it a little bit. So that way these things will be set. And if you feel like these fonts are too huge, you can always go ahead and change the scale to something smaller, and you can drag them back to this. Alright, so this is basically how you create sections. And if you want to hide the floors as well, you can do that by just select one, press SA, right click, hide in view elements. Alright, and again in this I can see the floor plans are there. So for that, go to visibility graphics, imported categories, and uncheck. So this way you can create any sections you want. Okay, so the next concept is how to create section perspectives. So that is slightly different from this one. So for that, uh, we'll not be using this function of creating sections. For that, we'll be using an entirely different concept. So to do that, the first thing you'll be needing is a camera setting. So go to 3D view, drag that down and select camera. Okay, and place it in front of your building. Like if you want the section of this perspective, so place your camera in front of it. Alright, and now just quickly select the boundary and set it properly. Okay, once you've set the extents, here are a couple of things. Again, the floor plans are visible. So for that, go to visibility graphics, and the shortcut key for this is VG. So once you press VG, this window pops up, and under imported categories, just hide it. Okay. And the other things that are visible are these lines that I had drawn. So for that, again, go to VG and hide all of the lines. Alright, so as you can see here, I can see the entire building, the front view of the entire building basically, and I don't need this, I just need a section. So how you create a section in this perspective is basically by checking this section box. Okay, just click on section box and press apply. Okay, and as you can see, the section box has been created. Now click on this section box and go back to your level, your floor plan, and you can see the extents. Okay, so the section is basically the camera we had placed it over here, and you could see the entire building like this. Now we'll be moving this extent to the section that we'd created, like to wherever you want it to be. Okay, so I've moved it a little bit like this, so a lot of the things are visible. Now if you go back to the 3D view, so this is what a section perspective looks like. for this particular section, I have placed the camera on level 1 as you saw. Similarly, you can place the camera on any level. Like, let me just show you a quick example. What it looks like if you place the camera on a level higher than what we just placed. This is just to give you an idea. Once you place the camera on the second level, so this is what it looks like. If you want to make this a little more presentable, here are some tips on how to do it. First of all, just select the section box and hide it since we don't want it to be seen in the view. And then just select everything, right click, override graphics in view, and over here let's add surface pattern. Let's give it some light shade color like this, and let's also give it some cut pattern of a solid fill. Alright, so this is uh, good enough, and once you're done with that, to give this a little more effect, go to this graphic display options, uncheck show edges and check the smooth lines option and add a little bit of ambient shadows. Press apply, and this is what it looks like. You can adjust the lighting later as you wish. So this gives the whole building a little more depth. So this is basically how you create a section perspective and how you create a section. If you have any doubts or concerns, please reach out to us in the comment section. I'll definitely get back to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.